Eat real quick. Eat real quick so I can take a shower real quick. 5 minutes.
Yo, Emery,
What up?
did your dad beat you?
Huh?
Did your dad beat you?
How are you so good?
Yeah. No, he
Jay,
didn't
how
beat
are
me.
you
He
so
didn't beat
Why'd
me.
you almost say yeah, bro? Hold on.
No, I was gonna say yeah. No, he didn't do that. But
What do you guys?
my dad doesn't like to whip me, bro. He gets like he doesn't like to.
He's not like Silas's dad.
Yeah, Silas be
Yeah.
beating his ass, man.
Silas's dad likes to beat him just for the. Are you guys
Bro, trying to
streaming?
get me to play fucking Among Us. That shit is ass, bro. It's boring.
What do you guys
You dead ass waste your time. Then even if you are the imposter and someone doesn't know you are, like they just start guessing and it works. I'm not doing that shit on God.
that's what you guys are doing?
Not me. I'm not playing that shit, bro. I'll play any other game but fucking except for RV there. Yeah, I'm not. Oh no! Get that Roblox shit out my ears, man.
Yo, Silas, you guys trying to play Repo?
I beat it.
You did not beat Repo, bro. Shut up.
Silas, let me beat Repo.
wow, you beat it. Wow. Wow.
Just so good. Hey, show him that one thing you got skipped. Show him.
No way. 61%? Is that like the hardest level in the game?
All right,
Wow.
Silas, are we hopping on Repo?
I can say that for 1 year, bro.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
E-
You've been saying that for like 2 months.
Emery, are you playing Repo or no?
Nah, not right now, bro.
'Cause I got work tomorrow.
Oh shit. You gotta get off. Is your wife back or nah?
Yeah.
He has a
W,
wife?
bro. W, Thunder.
How old is he? 30?
Thunder's like 22, bro.
You say I'm 3? Is that what you said, or 30?
Oh no, I said 30.
Oh, I heard
Bro, Thunder's a
3.
goated man, bro. Thunder's the goat.
All right, well, I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes.
Is your
All right.
wife? Wait, is your wife in your room right now?
Yeah.
Tell her I said what up, but no, no weird shit.
No weird shit. Tell her I said what's up. It's crazy.
Hey, you be smoking that vape in front of her still?
The vape, yeah.
Bro, what is he talking about? Why would you say that, Blaine? Why would you just say that he fucked her sideways, bro? Bro, yo,
Bro,
Jaden, what
you
is
already,
wrong
you
with
already,
you,
you already
bro?
know the answer to that, bro.
Oh shit. Yo, Jaden, would you ever ask someone that, bro? That shit is so disrespectful, bro. Fucking virgins. Oh my god, Jaden, these virgins, son.
Hey, is there a way to like on on
What is up with you? Actually have beef with him, Jaden? Oh my god. Silas, can you play some ranked on Siege? You like? Oh hell nah. He literally be calling you. Say he be saying fuck ice every time you join a party, bro. He be saying, but I hope you get a virus on your new PC, man.
Damn, that's fucking crazy, bro.
I fucking hope your pillow is hot on both sides too, bro.
Alright, hey, alright. The virus is one thing, but the pillow is another, bro. You can't say that.
Yo, I hope your vape burns out right now.
Hey, it did the other day. Fuck you.
Yo, Jaden, I hope your dick cheek forms right now.
Bro, that is mad weird.
Yo, Nadia, I hope you get a dick cheek form soon. Nadia, I hope you wake up one day and you're just skinny, bro.
Hey, that's the dream, bro.
Jackson,
He's a
Jackson, I hope
fucking
you get
too.
all A's in your test, bro.
Wow, why would you say that, bro?
What? Like, Blaine, like, why say that though, bro?
desperately. Baby. Baby. Baby.
The medic was badly bruised in the barracks. Seeing him in such a battered state, the sergeant pretended to ask.
Private Doss, can you identify the men that beat you?
Doss didn't bother to answer. He just glanced once.
No, Sarge.
The sergeant asked again.
Are you saying that you don't know who attacked you?
I never said I was attacked, Sarge.
Well, what the hell are you saying, Doss? You bruised half your body sleeping.
I sleep pretty hard.
The truth was, the night before, he had been beaten by his roommates simply because he refused to carry a gun. Because of that, he was either bullied or mocked with his girlfriend's photo. No matter how much he pleaded or humbled himself, he was never respected. Even his request for leave to visit home was denied. The officer demanded that he prove on the spot he could handle a rifle, but Doss firmly stated he would never touch a gun. Even when faced with the threat of imprisonment, he remained unshaken. That leave was meant for his wedding with his fiancée. As a result, Doss not only missed his wedding with the woman he loved, but was also imprisoned in the barracks. This time, he could no longer suppress the emotions he had endured for so long. He hated himself for missing the wedding of the woman he loved. Although he was brought before a military court, he steadfastly maintained his belief.
Why are you contesting it then? Why is it so important to you, given your refusal to even touch a weapon to serve in a combat unit?
Because when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, I took it personal. Everyone I knew was on fire to join up, including me. There were 2 men in my hometown. Declared 4F unfit. They killed themselves because they couldn't serve. You know, I had a job in a defense plant. I could have taken a deferment, but that ain't right. It isn't right that other men should fight and die, that I would just be sitting at home safe. I need to serve. I got the energy and the passion to serve as a medic. Right in the middle with the other guys. No less danger, just... While everybody else is taking life, I'm gonna be saving it. With the world so set on tearing itself apart, it doesn't seem like such a bad thing to me to want to put a little bit of it back together.
His unshakable faith came from 2 experiences. When he was a child, he often played and wrestled with his brother, but one day, he hit too hard and almost caused a disaster. Looking at his older brother, badly injured and unconscious, he felt deep regret for the first time in his life. He stared at a painting on the wall, alongside the Lord's Prayer and the 10 Commandments. In the painting, Cain, holding a club, stood beside the body of his younger brother Abel. Seeing that scene, Doss was profoundly shaken. From that moment on, he decided he would never harm anyone again. His father was a veteran who had fought in World War I. Out of his entire platoon, he was the only one lucky enough to come back alive. Because of that, he suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and relied on alcohol every day to numb the pain. However, whenever he got drunk,
Energy building up siege?
No, pussy.
Silas, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm wrapping my little blanket up, son.
Bro, you... what the fuck?
When you're at. Brother, you're gonna get shit on.
Emery.
The only thing they're gonna say in the 1v1 is that on PC, bro.
Emery.
What?
I'd be down for siege.
Alright, here we go. I swear to you, he said that you sound like a redneck, Thunder. I promise you.
Who said that?
Blaine, dude.
Blaine talks a lot of shit for a kid that still has an innie as a dick, bro.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Bro, Spy's Silas over there smiling, knowing that he's got one too, bro.
Well, I don't even know. What did you say?
I said Blaine has an innie for a dick.
A what? An Amy for a dick?
No, an innie, like his dick is inside his body, bro.
Oh hell no.
Hey, no, do you know you have that? Hey, no, do you know you have that,
I'll
bro?
whip my shit out right now. I'll whip my shit out.
Nah, that's my cue to go. That's my cue to go, bro.
Jaden, you ever like saw some fat dude like all the fat people have it inside their body, bro? NRG's gonna be the first. NRG's gonna be the first. Why are we in the 5-amp server? Are we stupid? Off top, little nigga.
All right. What are you guys trying to play repo or no? Silas, you down for some siege?
If you said the hard
Hey, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. You want to play some golf, Silas?
hell yeah.
You say hell yeah, and you're just sitting there, bro.
Ain't shit, he made me get on siege for no reason. He said hell yes to that. Jackson, who you feeling like, bro?
Bro, Emery, we need to play Peak, bro.
What?
We need to play Peak.
For real?
Yeah, Peak is awesome. I love Peak.
Yo, Jackson, beat it.
What?
Jackson, so cool.
Back in this level,
Yo.
serial match. Alright, sound off on Among Us. Everyone cheer. Sound off on Among Us now. Alright,
Bro, I ain't playing no stupid ass Among Us, bro. What do I want to play? Nothing looks good. I guess I could download this shit. I could download this as well.
he often turned violent toward his wife and children. Once, Doss grabbed the gun from his father's hand and almost shot him. Thanks to his mother's desperate pleas, he gradually regained his sanity. From that day on, he swore he would never touch a gun again. One day, he happened to encounter a man whose leg artery had been severed. Doss immediately used his belt as a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. Then he stopped a passing car and took the injured man to the hospital.
Did you apply this tourniquet?
Yes, sir.
Nice work. You might have saved this boy's life.
Hearing that, Doss felt happy. Looking at the crowded hospital full of patients, he suddenly discovered the meaning of his life. Not only that, he also found the love of his life. Seeing the beautiful nurse who looked like an angel, Doss was instantly captivated by her.
Army physical's that way. This is for giving blood.
When he learned that she was the nurse in charge of drawing blood from donors, Doss, who had never donated blood before, he asked her to draw a vial from him. From then on, he kept finding excuses every day to visit the hospital. In that way, with his handsome appearance, Doss won Dorothy's heart. However, just as they were about to walk down the aisle, Doss suddenly decided to enlist in the army. A few days earlier, his older brother had shown up.
You look like Peaches. What is that? Nigga, I just shit myself.
Don't tell me I look like Peaches, because you don't want to know who Peaches is.
Peaches.
You ever seen Peaches? I mean, I'm looking at
Damn, look at that. Damn.
Bring it here. Don't flex like that in front of me. I'm gonna fucking come.
God.
You want to see a Peaches?
Why'd you fart?
I didn't.
Why'd you let me fart?
I want to see what she's up to nowadays, now that you reminded me of
Who the fuck is Peaches?
you. I'm kind of like... This person.
Who the fuck is even that?
This person? No, she's like severely mentally ill and like sold her daughter like to sex trafficking when she's a baby.
Nice, I think. I guess.
No, she sold her baby to men like for sex trafficking. Or was trying to. And she would shit in public and just record herself doing that. She's fucking crazy, but people
Look at
love
these
her.
two beauties.
That one's cool. I like that one.
Roger Dodger. It's Camaro, but...
Oh, she made the whole meme of her, she's a song. We're gonna listen to it.
I'm in Alabama. No.
No, not that one. I know what song it is though.
I downloaded House Builder and House Flipper.
Wearing a military uniform. His brother had decided to follow in their father's
I've never heard of it.
and serve the country, but both their parents strongly opposed the idea. His mother, a devout Christian, didn't want her sons
What the
to
fuck?
risk their lives, nor to kill others in battle.
It's not killing them.
Let me know if you want me to get off, babe.
Protecting loads of boys from that church are going. There's a war.
You want me to get off after you listen to music?
I'm working in a paper mill. I'm gonna save this country.
His father knew well the cruelty and bloodshed of the battlefield. To him, going to war meant facing death.
Or, once you get done, after I play a round of Siege, I'm just gonna play against bot. Do you hear me?
Not much mess. Already got hit in the back.
After a round of AIs, I'm gonna play House Flipper, and you're gonna help me build a house.
Actually, I'm not gonna listen to the anymore because I need to take the med.
It was lucky he was dead, so he never knew how awful his uniform
I should probably just take them all out.
Get out of my sight.
Witnessing the entire scene, Doss was deeply moved and decided to enlist. Not as a soldier who kills, but as a medic who saves. No matter how reluctant Dorothy was, she ultimately accepted Doss's decision. The two promised to hold their wedding during his first leave. After that, Doss went to the cemetery to see his father. Just like his older brother, he decided to strike first, to gain the upper hand. The old man almost flew into a rage because of his two sons. He didn't want to see them end up in that cemetery. Doss's idea of saving lives instead of taking them sounded utterly absurd to him. But since everything had already been decided, he could only
Can you bring
accept
down
it
some water?
helplessly. Before Doss departed, Dorothy gave him her small Bible. Inside it was a photo of her, along with her blessings. In her eyes, Doss was extraordinary, like a savior who carried the world within him. Soon after, Doss arrived at a boot camp. He thought he would be assigned to the medical corps, but due to
Still grab a water if you can, because I'm on cold water.
infantry platoon instead. At that point, the assignment was nearly impossible. Upon entering the camp, he immediately witnessed strange sights. One recruit was exercising completely naked, looking indecent. Two muscular men were throwing knives at each other, extremely dangerous. The sudden appearance of the sergeant caused one of the knives to stab directly into another soldier's foot. This sergeant was vicious toward his men.
You are a very strange-looking individual, if you don't mind me saying so, Private. Name?
Andy Walker.
How long have you been dead, son?
Sir?
I am not sir! I am Sergeant Howell or sir! Sir, you say for useless people!
The name is Ghoul, you say?
Walker. Sergeant!
Oh, it is.
Yes, Sergeant!
You were part Indian. To what tribe do you belong, son?
No, I'm Polish.
Wrong. I believe you must have Cherokee or Shawnee blood in you.
No, sir.
Are you contradicting me? You wagon-burning son of a bitch! No, Sergeant! Let me see your Indian war cry, son!
I don't...
What is your animal spirit? Are you a garter snake? No, Sergeant! Are you a chipmunk? No, Sergeant! Are you a dancing reindeer? No, Sergeant! Are you contradicting me, Private? No, Sergeant!
Then I shall henceforth call you Chief, as a sign of great respect to your people.
Thank you, Sergeant!
Are you grinning at me, boy, or is that your natural state?
No, Sergeant.
Name, Private.
Desmond Doss.
I have seen stalks of corn with better physiques. Makes me want to pull an ear off, Private. Can you carry your weight?
Yes, Sergeant.
Should be easy for you then. Corporal, make sure you keep this man away from strong winds.
Yes, Sergeant.
He not only pulled the knife out of the soldier's foot, but also ordered him to keep training. Even the man who liked to be naked wasn't allowed to put on clothes, because the sergeant believed that to prepare recruits for the brutality of war, they must first learn to endure humiliation and harsh scolding. That day, the sergeant taught everyone how to tie self-rescue knots so they could land safely from heights. Doss used his own unique double knot method, which made the sergeant mock him.
What do we got here, Doss? One for each titty. You were tying a bowline, boy, not building a broad.
However, this was only the beginning of the troubles the sergeant had in store for him. That same day, the sergeant told everyone to choose a rifle. All the men rushed forward, except for Doss, who remained still. The last rifle left caught the sergeant's attention.
Problem, Private Cornstalk. Is there not one in your sign? Or is it the color that is the issue?
No, Sergeant. I was told I don't have to carry a weapon.
Come again, step forward, Private. I can't be here on this night.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant. I can't touch a gun.
Immediately after, he was taken to the captain's office. There, he explained that not only could he not handle a gun, but as a devout Christian, he also would not participate in training on the Sabbath. Every Saturday,
I don't think that poses a problem, do you, Sergeant? We should simply ask the enemy not to invade on the Sabbath because Private Doss hears a prayer. All right. Well, now we got that clear. Now let me tell you my requirements. They're not as complicated as yours. They're very simple. As long as you're in this company, under my command, you will obey my orders, period. If you can't do it here, I can't trust you to do it in battle. I'm putting you in for a Section 8 psychiatric discharge. Dismissed.
However, after being examined by a psychologist, it was confirmed that Doss showed no signs of any mental disorder. As long as he could pass the training tests, he would be allowed to serve as a medic. but in the captain's eyes, cowards had no place in his platoon. Doss was quickly isolated. While others practiced shooting, he could only stand there watching helplessly. All the heavy and dirty work fell on him alone. On top of that, the sergeant deliberately made things harder for him. He flipped over Doss's bed and used poor hygiene conditions as an excuse to punish the entire platoon. Gradually, his fellow soldiers, filled with resentment, began to take revenge on him. They cursed him to his face and even stole his girlfriend's photo to mock him. But that was only the beginning. That night, while Doss was fast asleep, several of his roommates dragged him out of bed and began to beat him savagely. When someone finally turned on the light, they all fled. Everyone advised Doss to leave the barracks. Since he couldn't even hold a gun, they said he shouldn't drag others down with him. The next morning, when the sergeant came to inspect and saw the blood-stained bed and Doss covered in bruises, he immediately understood what had happened. He couldn't bear to see Doss treated that way and urged him to leave voluntarily. But Doss calmly replied, "I can't leave." The sergeant told him to name whoever had attacked him. To everyone's surprise, Doss refused to admit his comrades had done it, saying instead that he must have fallen during a restless night's sleep. At that moment, his fellow soldiers felt guilty. None of them thought of Doss as cowardly or weak anymore. That day, all the recruits were granted their first leave. But just as Doss was completing the leave paperwork, a stern-looking man with a harsh expression suddenly appeared.
Private Doss, I'm afraid I can't authorize your pass. This is a furlough for men who have passed the basic training.
No, sir. Respectfully, sir, I have. I put in for this furlough 3 weeks ago. I'm getting married this afternoon.
It says you're not rifle qualified.
Well, I'm not required to carry a rifle, sir. Colonel Stelzer, he...
Colonel Stelzer's determination was Doss must be allowed to work as a combat medic, provided he qualifies in all other areas of his training. And you have not qualified on the rifle range, Private. Pretty clear. Show me you know how to handle a rifle, and I'll sign you a form. Corporal Cannon. Halt! And Private Doss, you're fine.
I won't touch a rifle, sir.
I'm not asking you, Private! That is a direct order from a company commander!
For God's sake, Doss. You stop this nonsense and quit.
Refuse. And I will have no recourse but to court-martial you. And you will...
I got cockblocked by a wall.
...war in the military prison.
I can't, sir.
As a result, he was locked up in a cell elsewhere. Even though the appointed wedding time had passed, Dorothy still hadn't seen Doss. The pastor tried to comfort her.
How much longer would you like to wait, Dorothy?
I think it's been long enough.
I'm so very sorry. Sometimes men just get cold feet.
Some men might. Not my Desmond.
Though imprisoned, Doss remained steadfast in his faith. Even when Dorothy came to persuade him,
Who are you gonna save in prison?
Probably nobody.
And why can't you just pick up this stupid gun and wave it around? You don't have to use it, just meet them halfway.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. It's just pride. Pride and stubbornness. Don't confuse your will with the Lord's.
Doss believed that faith was not something to be compromised. If he couldn't stay true to his faith, then what meaning would life have?
I don't know how I'm gonna live with myself if I don't stay true to what I believe. Person is how you could live with me. I want to be the man that I want to be and realize.
Dorothy felt utterly helpless. She loved Doss precisely because he was genuine and never pretended to be something he wasn't. The next day, Doss was brought before a military court. He couldn't understand why someone who wanted to save lives was being treated like a criminal, but the fact that he refused to hold a gun was undeniable, and he could only plead guilty. Just as he was about to be sentenced, Doss's father suddenly appeared, wearing his old World War I uniform. He handed a letter to the judge and quietly left the courtroom.
The defendant's rights as a conscientious objector are protected by an act of Congress, and he cannot be compelled to waive those rights. That includes, in this case, he's disobeying orders to bear arms. Signed, Brigadier General Musgrove, Force Services Commander, Washington, D.C. Colonel?
I withdraw the charges, sir.
Then this case is dismissed. Private Doss, you are free to run into the hellfire of battle without a single weapon to protect yourself. You may resume your duties and begin training as a combat medic.
It turned out that the previous day, when her persuasion failed, Dorothy had contacted Doss's parents for help. Understanding his son completely, Doss's father put on his World War I uniform, swallowed his pride, and went to see his former commanding officer. The letter from that officer not only recognized Doss as an official combat medic, but also granted him the right to serve without carrying a weapon. In the end, Doss's wish came true, and he was able to marry Dorothy. Time passed quickly, and soon it was May 1945. Doss's platoon was deployed to the battlefield. This was the fiercest battle of the Pacific War, the Battle of Okinawa. At first, the soldiers were still laughing and joking, completely unaware of the cruelty and horror that awaited them. But when they saw trucks returning from the front, each filled with corpses, all laughter vanished. In that instant, aside from the sound of engines, there was nothing but silence, for their mission was to replace the platoon that had just been annihilated. Later, the new platoon rested in a ruined house, where they met the medics from the 96th Division. Including Doss, there were only 3 medics left in the entire combat zone. The war was like a blood-stained lion with its mouth wide open, ready to devour everyone in its path. The Japanese soldiers were even more terrifying than the lion. They charged again and again, recklessly, like maddened beasts. After a brief rest, the soldiers finally reached their destination, Hacksaw Ridge. It was a sheer cliff, and they had to climb up using rope ladders. At that time, the Navy was bombarding the Japanese defenses atop the ridge. Watching the sky filled with explosions, every soldier trembled with fear.
Dance! Move out!
As they climbed, blood dripped down onto them from above. For a moment, fear gripped every man so tightly that none dared to lift his head. One could only imagine how gruesome it must have been at the top. But when they finally reached the summit, they were met with an eerie silence. The mountaintop was shrouded in mist, and no one knew where the Japanese soldiers had gone. They advanced cautiously, one step at a time. Every step landed near a corpse, and rats crawled all around them. Within seconds, hell itself descended upon them. Gunfire and explosions erupted everywhere. Some soldiers were pierced by bullets, others were blown apart by shells, limbs flying, blood splattering. The cries for medics echoed across the battlefield. One recruit picked up half a body from the ground, charged forward, and used grenades to take out several enemies. A Japanese soldier tried to attack him from behind, but another comrade suddenly rushed forward and tackled the enemy to the ground. The two wrestled fiercely until the recruit shot the Japanese soldier dead. Only then did he realize that the man who had just saved him was Doss, the one who carried neither a gun nor a knife. Back at boot camp, Smitty had always thought Doss was a coward and bullied him constantly. Now, for the first time, he truly witnessed Doss's courage. Doss continued risking his life to save others. He found a soldier whose legs had been blown apart by a bomb and quickly tied a tourniquet to stop the bleeding.
Just breathe, Rat. Just breathe. I got you.
Hey, give him a shot of morphine and move on. He's not gonna last a day.
Please, Doss, no, don't leave me. Don't leave me. God, please don't leave me. I've got kids. Please don't. Please don't leave me. I ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna get you home. I got you, Ralph. Okay? I'm gonna get you home. Here comes some morphine. Here comes some morphine. It's gonna kick in real quick, Ralph. We're gonna get you shifted. Stretcher! Stretcher!
Then hurriedly carried the man on his back to the edge of the cliff.
A priority. You ever heard of triage? He'll be dead before we get him down. You don't know that! Get him down! All right? Huh? Okay. Okay, okay, go, okay, go.
Without hesitation, he ran back toward the battlefield. All around him were cries of pain and calls for help. He weaved through the rain of bullets, ignoring the enemy's relentless firepower. Doss kept rescuing men who were one step away from death. As the front line advanced, the soldiers finally reached an enemy bunker. The intense gunfire pinned them down. If they wanted to move forward, they had to find a way to destroy that bunker. A soldier aimed a rocket launcher and fired, but it failed to inflict any damage on the reinforced bunker. Finally, Smitty reached the bunker with the explosives. He lit the fuse and shoved the charge straight inside. With a deafening explosion, the bunker was flattened, and the Japanese defensive line began to collapse. After a fierce assault, they managed to seize a small section of the mountaintop.
How was the
Once
pee?
the battle calmed down, the soldiers began
Why?
clearing the battlefield and took turns resting. But Doss
What happened?
stopped. There were still too many wounded
You what?
soldiers waiting for his help. Late into the night, he no longer
The fuck
knew
did you
how many
do?
lives he had saved. The men
Did you pee in the shower?
looked utterly exhausted.
What'd you do?
Those comrades who had laughed together
Did
that
you just
night,
stand
now
over
lay
it?
cold and lifeless.
What'd you do? Did you pee though?
Smitty finally expressed his
What'd you
guilt
do?
and offered a sincere apology for his past behavior. The two smiled and reconciled. From that moment, they became brothers in life and death. Around them, rats gnawed on decomposing bodies, yet the two talked about their families inside the trench. The next morning, as dawn broke, while most of the American soldiers were still asleep, the Japanese suddenly launched a ferocious counterattack. They emerged
stood
from
what?
tunnels, appearing right in front of the Americans in an instant. The
What'd
enemy
you do?
surged forward like a relentless tide, catching the U.S. Troops completely off guard. They could only call desperately for artillery support, and then order an immediate retreat. But the enemy's near-mad onslaught cut down soldiers one after another. Only a few managed to climb down the cliff. At that critical moment between life and death, even a second's hesitation meant losing one's life. A flamethrower operator was shot dead on the spot while covering his comrades. The fuel tank on his back exploded, engulfing him in flames.
You know what to do. Keep pressure on it. No, don't need plasma. Give it to him. Hold it there. I'll be okay. Go, go. Reach! Get on back. Got it. Okay, see you soon. Come on. Come on. We gotta move right now. Come on, come on.
Smitty had a chance to retreat safely, but he chose to stay behind, to buy time for his comrades' withdrawal. A bullet pierced his chest, and he collapsed to the ground. Fortunately, Doss saw him and rushed over. He lifted Smitty onto his back and sprinted desperately toward the cliff. But by the time he got there, Smitty had already stopped breathing. The comrade who had just acknowledged him had died right before his eyes. Seeing Smitty's lifeless body,
You watch him
Doss
play House
broke
Flipper?
down and prayed to God for guidance.
Let me finish this round. Ooh, oh, you're wearing them.
I'm probably gonna take off how to spot down here.
You want the fan?
I might. Ooh, this shirt's comfy. I'm stealing it. I thought this is the one you wore our Olive Garden day. I took a picture of that. Fuck, I forgot why.
At that moment,
You're okay.
cries for help
Unless you
suddenly
need it,
echoed
I'll get it in a
behind him.
minute.
His eyes turned resolute. Amid
What?
the smoke and chaos,
Why?
It's incriminating evidence.
About what?
Oh, don't worry. I guess.
Nobody's watching me anyway.